everyone, this is Debs, and of course we're here for your TGIF for Friday the 8th of August 2025. Great to be with you. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're ready, guys, let's just jump in and find out what's going to be happening for each individual sign. So the deck that I'm using is the Thelema Tarot. If you guys want a private reading, my website's down below. You know the rest. And so let's begin with Aries. Here we go, guys. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. This is the TGIF reading for the collective. And we're starting off with the sign of Aries. Oh my goodness. And the Emperor jumped out. Aries, wow. You could be coming through in masculine energy, or you could simply be a guy. Aries, you're taking charge somehow. This is you standing firmly in your power. We will see what else comes through for you guys. The Emperor. Beautiful start, Aries. This is normally the energy of standing in integrity, right? Following rules, regulations. Okay. The Lovers. So Aries, you may be thinking of, let's put that there, Michael wants that there, okay. Aries, you may be thinking of a Gemini, or you may have a choice in love. The Star, Aquarian energy. You're wanting to heal a situation, Aries. A situation that I'm hearing has been quite a challenge. Okay. 3 of Wands. Waiting for your ships to come in, maybe. Or thinking about embracing change. The Hermit. Doing a lot of soul searching, Aries, about maybe a Virgo. Or you're stepping back and there may be a sense of you reviewing what you want in your life, where you're going, who you want to be with. Okay, guys. Queen of Swords. Why do I feel that you're wanting to have a conversation with someone, Aries, but you're not quite sure of how they're going to react? You're a little bit nervous that they're going to be a bit sharp with you. Justice. This is potentially a Libra, or this woman could be a Gemini, strong air energy, and Aquarius too. Wow. So what you're hoping to do is to take action, to embrace change, because you've been realizing, Aries, that you're simply ready. But this Queen of Swords is talking to you about justice, right? Ace of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. I've got to be honest, Aries, I think this Queen of Swords is the Queen of Pentacles. This is your partner. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. The 9 of Cups. The 7 of Pentacles. Okay, okay. Aries, you have a choice. You have a choice. You can either patch up a situation with your Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, who may have been in the past a bit sharp with you, all about following rules and regulations, all about financial stability. This is what we do, Aries. This is what our partnership is all about. But you feel a very strong soul tie with someone who could be your wish come true, who lives in another area. And you've been doing some soul searching, realizing that you may want to give that partnership a shot. Okay. So Aries, you have a dilemma because I think your Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords is saying, look, even though you stepped out in the past on our marriage or our commitment, I'm very happy to work on a brand new start. If you decide to stay in a relationship, because I still love you, despite the fact, Aries, that in the past you sat in the Knight of Wands and was a little bit overindulgent, I've been looking at the past, realizing that I was actually all about my stability. I might have been a little bit too harsh, a little bit too analytical, a little bit too judgmental, and I'm willing to start all over again with you. So Aries, you're sitting on the fence thinking, okay, well, I could patch up my relationship with my long-term partner. She's admitting she wasn't very loving and caring in the past, which might have led Aries to you having a fling with someone. Or Aries, you can end the connection with your long-term partner and go for your lover. So you're sitting there thinking, what do I do? Underneath the deck, guys, we have the Four of Pentacles. Up until this point of time, Aries, you have been holding on to an unequal give and take relationship with the Six of Pentacles, or you've been holding back from divorcing. Because with the energy of the Six of Wands, Aries, it may well be that you enjoyed feeling as if you were head of the household. You enjoyed the feeling that people looked up to you, your family looked up to you. But Five of Wands. There have been a lot of arguments in this relationship, guys. And with the Four of Cups, Aries, you're not actually that happy if the truth were known in your current situation. So I think with the Four of Wands, Aries, you've been wondering whether or not you would have the courage to separate from your partner, not get divorced, but separate and potentially live with a pre-empress who could have been your previous lover, or you might have had a one-night stand, simply that. You haven't made a decision as to what you want to do, Aries, but it's on your mind. So guys, because I don't want to leave this reading with you in limbo, shall we find out what you're going to do? Let's see, guys. The Ten of Wands. Yeah. Aries, you're burdened because it's as if you don't want to make this decision in case it's the wrong decision. Eight of Swords. You're in your head about a burden that you've been carrying, which is the fact, Aries, that actually you're heartbroken. I feel your heart is elsewhere, but you are in a very traditional, stable, I'm hearing financially strong relationship with someone who has said to you, okay, Aries, I admit that I wasn't the greatest wife or the greatest partner, but I want to put work and effort into this, and I forgive any infidelities in the past. So what you're thinking about is it will be very easy to patch up that past relationship. But Aries, I don't know if you're emotionally connected to that situation anymore. I don't know. Yeah. You see, you're thinking about a Queen of Wands. You're thinking about the other woman. You're heartbroken because that's the person that you really want to be with. Five of Cups. The problem is, Aries, there may be guilt, remorse, regret for how you left things with the Queen of Wands in the past. And you may feel that she's already emotionally detached. How is this Queen of Wands feeling about Aries? The Four of Swords. She had to heal, Aries, after the affair ended. And remember, you're coming through as the Emperor. Nine of Wands. She's very guarded and defensive, this Queen of Wands. So Aries, even if you approached the Queen of Wands and said, you know, how do you feel if I talk to you about a serious relationship, but with me being separated, you're not sure she'd even open the door. That's the problem. Nine of Swords. Okay. Wow. Aries, I'm so sorry to say this, but you caused this woman a lot of pain. I mean, she had to heal. She's very guarded. Nine of Swords. She's had sleepless nights. What would she say to Aries if Aries approached her? Okay, deep breath, Aries. I think, to be honest, what she'd say to you is, I am so sorry, but I can't go back there. I can't go back there, Aries. This really is done for me. I don't know whether or not it's been a long time since you two were last in communication. I don't know whether or not there was just too much that happened, or too much emotional stress, or too much heartbreak, but it's as if she can't bring herself to open that door again, you know? Yeah. All right, guys. Now, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm dipping into Sharina Star Oracle deck. Let's just see what comes through for you guys. What do we have, Archangel Michael, for my lovely Aries? Thank you. Judgment. Okay, guys, Judgment. Soul searching will bring inner peace in many areas of your life. So think about what you want, Aries. You may be thinking about a brand new start with a number 1. 4 relates to the Archangels. 4 is also about stability. You also know what is possible and what isn't possible. Aries, you may make the judgment call to reach out to this Queen of Wands anyway. Or you may make the judgment call to stay in your long-term commitment. It is totally up to you, but Aries, it looks as if this Queen of Wands is not potentially wanting to revisit this, but you may decide to try and have a conversation with her in any case, okay? So guys, I am leaving it there. Let's jump into the sign of Taurus. Hello, my beautiful Taurians. How goes it, guys? Happy Friday. Let's figure out what the cards have to say for you guys. I hope you're well. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Taurians? Oh, the Star. You could be feeling as if you're moving into some kind of wish come true, or you're hoping to heal a connection, Taurus, or you may be thinking of an Aquarian at this time. The Star, beautiful energy, guys. I'm sorry, I heard the word dizzy in my head. Somebody either makes you a bit crazy, or this person makes you feel giddy, dizzy in a good way, right? Are you in love, Taurus? I don't know. You might be. Okay, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, the 4 of Cups. Taurus. Okay. The 4 of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles. The Empress. The Lovers. Gemini. The 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. The 10 of Swords. Taurus. The Death card. Scorpio. Wow. Big energies, people. Really big energies on the board. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay. Taurus, you are really torn here, guys. Queen of Swords. Okay. I'm sorry for my feminines out there. I am dealing with a masculine. I mean, you could be a feminine, sat in your masculine, could be same sex, but I'm getting a really strong masculine energy coming through. Taurus, rather like Aries, you have a choice. I feel as if I'm connecting with a Taurian who met the love of his life. I feel, Taurus, that what you're realizing is you didn't act on this connection with this person sat in the energy of the Star in the past. You didn't. Instead, you moved into a living together situation with a woman who was separated from her husband. What you realized was the woman that you chose ended up treating you sort of just as her lover. And I think she breadcrumbed you. She sat in ego, and there were a lot of problems with this woman who was still married. A lot of arguments. You may have pushed Taurus for her to leave her husband, to get divorced, and I don't think she did. This woman who was married, you felt betrayed you. She may have initially said to you, oh yes, you know, Taurus, I'm thinking about getting divorced. I really love you. I want us to live together. You felt this was going to work. It didn't. It shocked you. But I think after a lot of issues, she suddenly ended it with you. Now, she may have walked away from you and gone back to her husband. I don't know. What you've been thinking about is, Taurus, do I go back to this woman that I met in the past, that I disregarded, who you may now be realizing would have been the perfect woman for you? But what you're thinking about is, I chose another woman over this one here. Over this woman sat in the energy of the star. I walked away from her, and if I approach her now, she could be an Aquarian. I don't think she's going to be very happy with me, and I don't think she's going to be receptive in making this work. So Taurus, you're sat on the fence thinking, what do I do? I really thought it was going to work out with this woman who's separated from her husband. I think you two lived together for a period of time, but she may have given you the impression, Taurus, that she was actually thinking of moving forward into divorce, and she never did. You might have realized, yeah, she just wanted a lover's connection. She breadcrumbed you. She sat in a bit of ego, and there were a lot of arguments about what you guys were planning on doing for the future. I think eventually she said, okay, that's it, Taurus. I think we should move out of living together. You were devastated, Taurus, but I feel after a lot of deep thinking, you're realizing you should have chosen this woman sat in the energy of the star to begin with. But what do you do? What do you do, Taurus? Is it too late? Six of Swords, you want to move to calmer waters with this woman from the past who's sitting in the energy of the star. Three of Wands, you want to tell her that you're ready to embrace change. You're turning your back on this other connection. With the energy of the Five of Swords, you're going to apologize for sabotaging the situation with her, basically saying to her, I'm so sorry I chose someone else. With the energy of the Fool, you may have chosen an Aries, a Taurus or a Libra and regretted it. What you want to say to this woman sat in the star is, I took a leap of faith and a risk and I made the wrong decision. I realized that the only thing this woman wanted was passion. She wasn't honest with me with the Seven of Swords. She went back to her husband, right? And with the energy of the Sun, I've become enlightened that the person I should have been with was you. And so Taurus, this is you, Page of Pentacles. You want to offer that olive branch. I think you're coming through with a Knight of Pentacles. You're really keen to let this woman know who sat in the energy of the star that you want to get serious. Eight of Wands. But the problem is, Taurus, I think the response she's going to give you is Knight of Wands. Oh, I thought what you wanted was a quick fling. With the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, she may have changed location, Taurus, or you may realize she's already in another relationship, potentially with a King of Swords. So she may not be single anymore, Taurus. Or she may say to you, I'm so sorry, Taurus, but I felt you were a bit strategic in the past, and so I just let this go. So Taurus, you may have to walk away from this, okay? You may have to walk away from this, guys. It may be too late. Let's get ourselves an oracle card for you guys. Here we go, my lovely Taurians. This is a deck by Sharina Starr. What do we have for my lovely Taurians to complete their reading? Thank you, Michael. Flowers. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. Now, either, Taurus, the angels are saying, look, you've learned your lesson, but this particular partnership with whoever sat in the energy of the star was not meant to be for you. But what they're saying is, don't lose faith in love. Don't lose hope. Be open-hearted. Be warm and loving and affectionate. And someone else is going to come your way. That's how I feel about that. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. Okay? So, my lovely Taurians, I'm going to leave it there. Take care of you guys. Have a lovely weekend. And let's move now to the sign of Gemini. All right, my lovely Geminis. I hope you guys are well. I hope you've got a lovely weekend planned. Thank God it's Friday, right? So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Geminis, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, Friday the 8th of August 2025. Friday the 8th of August 2025. I can hear somebody saying to themselves, I don't know if this is going to work, but it's worth a shot. Okay. All right, my gems. Okay, guys. Knight of Pentacles. You may be wanting to communicate with an earth sign, or you may want to approach someone, but it's been a long time coming. The Hermit. Gem, you may want to approach a Virgo and say to this person, I've really missed you. I'm working on moving this into a commitment. Four of Pentacles. They've been holding back from you, Gemini. They've been holding back from reuniting with you. So this is you seeing what this person would say if you started to talk about a serious commitment for the future. Yeah, okay. Gemini, that's your energy, guys, as you know, the lovers. Gems, I've got to be honest, I think this started off as a fling situation, a lover situation. Your person backed off because you weren't ready to leave your partner. What I feel you're doing here is approaching this person and saying, I know that previously you weren't interested in keeping this going because I told you I wasn't ready to make a change to my long-term partnership, but I am ready to make that change now, although it's going to take me some time to feel ready to move this into a serious relationship. What do you think? Are you okay with us patching things up with the view that this is going to get serious in the future? Magician, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. You're hoping that that's going to be enough to manifest this person back into your life. Five of Wands. Because previously, Gemini, you may have simply manifested conflict. Because with the energy of the Empress, in basic terms, you were married. I think you still are married. But you're shortly going to be single. Or you're wanting to work on becoming single. You're wanting to maybe have long conversations with your partner to see if there's a way that you two can come to an amicable agreement relating to separating. I think, Gems, this has been on your mind for a long time, Temperance. You've been coasting in a long-term situation for the longest time. Four of Wands, I think you're ready to move into a living together situation, okay? Knight of Cups, you do know you love this person. Two of Cups, yes, you're in love. You want to tell them, look, I love you. I want this to move into something serious. You're considering divorce. I love you and I'm really considering divorce here. But you don't know if that's going to be enough to bring this person back around. So guys, underneath the deck we have the Four of Swords. I think, Gems, you're hoping to heal this lover's situation. You do want a passionate new start, but what you're realizing is you have to offer this person something more than a lover's connection, right? And so what you're saying to them is, Ace of Pentacles, I am wanting to talk to you about us maybe moving in together. Queen of Swords, so Gemini, you could be a feminine, or as a masculine, you could be communicating with a woman sat in the energy of the Queen of Swords. What you're saying is, you make me incredibly happy with the energy of the sun, right? And I'm hoping you're going to feel that this is good news with the Page of Wands, but I am really working on getting out of the situation I'm in because I simply want to be with you. I am working on completely disconnecting from the person that I've been living with, married to, whatever this is, right? But what you're saying to this person is, it's just going to take me some time. Now, I don't know whether or not, Gem, you're trying to persuade your long-term partner to divorce you. I'm not sure, Gem, whether or not you are hoping that your long-term partner is going to agree to a separation. So potentially you can live with this person that you love or ask them to move in with you. But you are hoping that this person is going to say yes. So, Gem, shall we see? What is this person going to say to my Gemini? Are they going to say, okay? Seven of Cups. What is the Seven of Cups, please, Michael? What is the Seven of Cups? Three of Pentacles. They're confused, Gem. Is this still going to stay a third-party situation? They're confused, Gemini. Yeah. What they're saying to you is, okay, Gem, if you're still planning on juggling me with a long-term partner, I'm sorry, but the answer is no. I'm sorry, no. If this is just you trying to persuade me to enter back into a third-party situation, then no. They're very suspicious, Gem. This person is feeling burdened. They're looking into the future thinking, oh, okay, so Gemini's offering me a living together situation, but is it actually going to lead to marriage? Is it going to lead to us being able to move forward as a couple with no one else attached to Gemini? They're slightly concerned. What are you going to say to this person? Nine of Cups. You may say to this person, you're the love of my life. I'm sorry, Gemini. I'm hearing the word flattery. You may want to flatter this person, Gemini, hoping that it's kind of going to work. I don't know. So you're the love of my life. What you're also saying is, you know, I miss you, says Gemini. I really miss you, but finances are a bit of a problem. Ace of Swords. What's the truth? Okay, Gemini, you may have a child as well. You may say, well, the truth is, it's going to take me a while to get out of this because, you know, I've got a child with someone. Finances aren't great, but I love you and, you know, I want to be with you. What is this person going to say? They do see your perspective, Gemini. They do. They do. But, Gems, I've got to be honest, they're looking at past mistakes, which might be this person waiting for you in a lover situation for a long time and nothing changed. What they want to make sure, Gemini, is that this time there will be change. And you're not just, in the nicest sense, flattering this person because you miss them. You want to come out of feeling left out in the cold, but you're in a tricky situation. They want this to transform. If you know, Gemini, in your heart of hearts, being honest with yourself, that nothing's actually going to change, you could offer this person living together, but you'll never say going to get divorced. Or you may consider going back to your partner after a period of time again. I've got to be honest, I feel that the divine is saying, Gemini, let this person go. Let them go, Gem. You may not want to. You may feel I'm miserable in the relationship I'm in. I'm just, stressed about money. I've got a child to think of in terms of child support. It's going to be tough. But Gemini, this person deserves for you to offer them a clean, serious commitment. If you cannot do that, then let them go. It will be the kindest thing to do. It will be the most selfless thing to do. And yes, you're going to miss them. Yes, you'll be heartbroken. Yes, you're going to have to stay maybe in a really unhappy relationship. But don't dangle a carrot in front of this person, and say, oh yeah, but things are going to change. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But it's going to take a while, when deep down you may be thinking, you know what, I don't think I can offer them anything serious. If the truth were known, then admit that, apologize, and have the courage to let them meet somebody who can offer them a beautiful, committed relationship. Do the selfless thing, Gem, because what I see, to be honest, is you feeling burdened because what you're thinking about is, this is going to stay an overindulgent situation because I just miss this person. I want them back into my life, but nothing's actually going to change. The truth is, I can't offer them anything, right? Page of Pentacles is, maybe you've also got a child. You've got to think about child support. If you separate from your partner, you're thinking, money's not good. I mean, everything in this reading, Gemini, says to me, you just desperately want this lover back. But I think what the divine is saying, Gemini, is do the right thing and let them go. Okay? Now, guys, this could be totally switched. All right. So, Sharina Star, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Geminis? What's the advice from this oracle deck? Thank you. Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. Gemini, what the divine is saying is, if you're unhappy in your long-term commitment, weather the storm. Go through maybe financial loss, go through the stress of a breakup, because if you can in some way sacrifice, I feel there could be a massive turnaround with this person. They may say to you, wow, Gemini, okay, if you're willing to do all that to be with me, let's build a future together. Otherwise, Jen, they're going to see you sad in overindulgence because you simply miss them. But the truth is, you have nothing to offer them. You have nothing to offer them. The divine is saying, if you want this person, weather the storm and everything will change. Okay? All right, guys. So, my lovely Geminis, I'm leaving it there. I hope that's helped. Take care of you. And let's move now to the sign of Cancer. Hello, Cancer. It's that time again, guys. Hope you're well. Let's just jump in and find out what is going to transpire. I'm seeing somebody with a big question mark in their mind. I wonder, right? So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Cancerians? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Masculine or feminine? What do we have for Cancer? Wow, guys, I've just looked at the temperature in this room. It's 32 degrees. I'm so hot. Ooh, but if I put on the air conditioning fan, it's really noisy and it just completely ruins the reading. So anyway, here we go. What do we have for Cancer, please? Thank you, Michael. I don't know why. I want to take those two cards. Let's have a look, people. See what's going on. Oh, okay. Cancer. I feel you may be dealing with somebody who's been looking at past mistakes. This person has been looking at the fact that they were a little bit sneaky with you, okay? Now, the reason these two cards came out is you're either going to be hearing from this person, I'm putting them to one side, and this is someone who really wants you back in their life. They're going to say sorry, or this could simply be someone moving towards you to say, I'm so sorry for what I did in the past, please forgive me, and leave it at that. Three of Pentacles, no, this person wants to patch up the situation. They want to work on this, Cancer. Ace of Pentacles, wow. This is someone who, if they were with somebody else and they weren't honest or they messed you around, this is somebody who wants to talk to you about moving in together, getting serious. Five of Wands. They want to fight off the competition is what I'm getting, Cancer. Wow. Yeah, they want to reunite. Three of Cups. But they're conflicted because they don't know whether or not you trust them. Two of Pentacles. Because they were sneaky in the past, my lovely Cancerians. So this is someone who wants you back, but they know that they were a bit sneaky in the past and they don't know what you're going to say. The Lovers. Could be a Gemini. Could be a Gemini what's back in your life. Magician, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. Wow. This is someone who wants to manifest you back because they love you. Knight of Cups. They do love you, Cancer, and they want to move to calmer waters. But I think this person's terrified that as far as you're concerned, this is done. They want to talk about moving forward, maybe you guys moving in together. They want you to know that they're serious. I think with the energy of the Tower, I feel this is someone, Cancer, who's realised that they just can't live without you. They can't be without you. Strength card. And they're having the courage to move towards you, to say, King of Cups, I genuinely love you. I really want this. I'm so sorry for what happened in the past. Everything's going to change. Death card. Could be a Scorpio. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer. The Tower is Aries, Scorpio. We've got Leo here too. So you have to make a decision as to whether or not you're going to give this person a second chance. You know? Two of Wands. I feel, Cancer, you have predicted that this person would come back. I feel with the energy of the Page of Pentacles, here they come, offering you that olive branch. Five of Cups. I feel this person's been feeling that sense of guilt, remorse, regret. They may have gaslit you with a Knight of Swords. And with the energy of the Ten of Wands, they've been feeling really burdened. But I think with the Chariot, Cancerian energy, they're rushing back towards you to say, hey, the Star, let's mend this. You are my dream come true. I really want to be with you. Let's move into the Ten of Cups. Wow, Cancer. So, guys, what are you going to say? I do feel this person is genuinely sorry. I do feel they really want to make amends. But let's have a look and see what your reaction's going to be. Let's have a look. What are my lovely Cancerians going to say? The Two of Cups. Okay, Cancer. So you are going to say to this person, I do love you. I do love you. The Fool. I could take that leap of faith and a risk with you. But it is going to be a risk. It is going to be a risk. What else are you going to say, Cancer? Because you might leave me out in the cold again. What you're saying to this person, Cancer, is you're asking a lot of me. Right? Judgment. Sagittarian energy. Yeah, I mean, Cancer, what you're saying to this person is, this is a really big decision for me. Ace of Cups. Okay. Cancer, I feel for some of you, you're going to say yes. Because you are making the decision based on you sitting in self-love. You're relaying the fact that this is risky for you. You're relaying the fact that they could leave you out in the cold. What you're basically saying is, you're asking a lot of me, but I'm making this judgment call to say yes because I love you. Wow, guys, what is this person going to say to my lovely Cancerians? Okay, the Emperor. Cancer, you are dealing with someone who loves you. This is someone who wants to act with integrity, do the right thing. The High Priestess. This is someone who feels a very strong intuition that you two should be together. And I feel they're going to put in the effort. They're going to put in the work. Cancer, I think I'm dealing with a female Cancerian. And with the energy of the High Priestess, this is you. This person is going to act with integrity because this person is deeply in love. This person is deeply in love. Will this Emperor commit to my Cancerians? Yes, they will. Knight of Pentacles. Cancer, you too, I feel, might have been on a bit of a roller coaster. This might have been a really tricky off and on, up and down connection. But I think what this person's realised is, if they come forward to you with the truth, if they move towards you, saying to you, okay, cards on the table, you're the person I want to be with. If you take a chance on me, then you will not regret it. You will not regret it. And Cancer, for some of you, this could be twin union in the 3D. 11-11, and we have the Emperor, okay? So guys, let's move into Sharina Star. Here we go, guys. So Archangel Michael, what's the guidance for my lovely Cancerians who resonate with this storyline? Thank you, Michael. Birth. All right, so you're starting all over again. 4 is the number of the Archangels. We could be looking at someone going through ascension. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. Yeah. This is divinely guided, Cancer, okay? You are birthing a brand new connection with this person who has changed and they're stepping up, okay? So I'm leaving the reading there. We're now moving to the sign of Leo. Hello, my beautiful Leos. How goes it, guys? I might have jogged the camera. I had to go and get a glass of water. It was super hot. It is super hot. Here we go, my beautiful Leos. So Archangel Michael, what do we have, please, for my Leos? Moving into the weekend and into a new week. Friday, the 8th of August, 2025. I don't know why I'm seeing a red balloon. I'm seeing a red balloon. I'm now seeing Pooh and Piglet. Pooh's wearing a red sweater and he's holding a red balloon and he's giving it to Piglet. Oh, okay. Are you thinking about childhood days, Leo? Oh gosh, guys. Okay, let's see what's going on. The Hermit. Leo, you may be thinking of a Virgo, or you are deep in nostalgia. If you have kids, you're maybe thinking of when your kids grew up, or you're distancing yourself, Leo, to gain some introspection. The Death card. You may be thinking of a Scorpio, or you're wanting to transform a situation. Ace of Cups. You're thinking of love. Love for yourself, love for your family, love for a person. King of Cups. Three of Pentacles. Leo, you've distanced yourself from someone, but you want to transform the situation because you love this person. You're hoping that they're going to somehow want to work in partnership with you. Okay, so Leo, are you about to express how you feel? Five of Wands. There was conflict in this connection. There was conflict. Knight of Cups. This is you moving towards this person to say, I love you. Strength card. You've been holding back from saying, I love you, Leo, but I think you're ready. Because you're dreaming of moving into the Four of Wands. Wow. Guys. Yes, you want to work on this, Leo. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Page of Cups. Leo, I feel this is you saying to someone, I am so sorry for what happened before. Please forgive me. I love you. Let's work on this. Page of Swords. You're sorry for being a bit harsh to this person, Leo, or with this person. You want to apologize for sabotaging the connection in the past. Wow. And I feel, Leo, you're moving towards a Queen of Cups. So what you're going to say to this person is, I've been doing some soul searching about transforming this connection. I do love you. I know I didn't tell you. You're coming through as a King of Cups energy, Leo. You may have a strong water placement. You may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio as a rising moon or Venus in your natal chart. You want to work in partnership with this person. You're apologizing for the conflict. You are telling them you love them. It's going to take a lot of courage, but you want to talk about moving in together. You want to work on this. You're saying to this person, you're so sorry for being harsh and sabotaging the connection in the past, but basically you are the person I want to be with. Now, you could be a Leo female coming through as a Queen of Cups, take it as it resonates, but this is a declaration of love. This is a sincere apology, and this is someone, Leo, who simply wants to be with you. Underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Leo, whoever this person is, you could be the person apologizing. You could be a Leo female. But whoever is doing some soul searching, wanting this, has been looking at past mistakes. They've been having sleepless nights. What did I do? I sabotaged this. This is someone with a Page of Pentacles who is wanting to apologize. There's going to be a lot of communication, okay? Communication about the past, Six of Cups. And the truth is, wow, that this person is ready to take that leap of faith. Now, if you are coming through as the King of Cups and you're in love with someone sat in the Queen of Cups, then Leo, you are simply taking a deep breath and saying to yourself, okay, I've got to just tell this person how I feel. I don't know whether or not they're going to open the door. I don't know whether or not they are going to accept my apology, but I have to try because I'm in love with this person, you know? So let's have a look at the response of this Queen of Cups. What is the Queen of Cups going to say to my Leos? Four of Pentacles. This Queen of Cups is going to say, Leo, that they held back on purpose. They wanted you to make the decision to move towards them. Two of Pentacles. This person has been going through a tough time. They may want time to think about this, Leo. Wow. Because Knight of Pentacles, it has been a long time coming. You may not have spoken to this Queen of Cups for quite a long time. What is this Queen of Cups going to say? Are you really serious this time? Are you really serious this time? So Leo, you're coming through as the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. This Queen of Cups wants to know, can she trust this? What are you going to say to that, Leo? Yeah, the Wheel of Destiny. Leo, what you're going to say is, I believe it was fate that we met. I have been doing a lot of thinking about you, thinking about my feelings, realizing I'm in love with you. I'm sorry I didn't take action before, but I'm ready. Leo, if you're the masculine, you are simply ready to commit to this Queen of Cups. Leo, if you are the feminine, you are dealing with a very ardent masculine who is realizing the only way to bring you back into their life is to act with total integrity and speak their truth. And that's what's happening. Guys, I think this could work out. This is a beautiful reading for someone. Sharina Star. So Archangel Michael, what do we have as guidance for my beautiful Leos? Cracker. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. So I think that this could work out. This is a divinely guided connection with a number 7. I think there could be celebrations, Leo. I think there could be. So guys, a beautiful reading for you. Take care of you. Have a lovely weekend. And let's move into the sign of Virgo. Hello, my beautiful Virgos. I hope you guys have got a great weekend planned. Let's move into this and see what comes through. Here we go, my Virgos. Archangel Michael, please give us some guidance. What do we have for my lovely Virgos? Friday, the 8th of August, heading into the weekend and into a new week. Virgo, 6 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Okay, so Virgo, you may be coming through as a King of Pentacles. You're thinking about the concept of equal give and take. You're thinking about, I'm hearing, making something right. You could be divorcing your person, okay, because you feel you've been in a relationship based on financial stability. You could be being generous to people in your family. Okay, guys. Oh, my voice is stuck in my throat. Virgo, you may not know what to say to someone. Okay. You're coming through, I feel, as the King of Pentacles, and you're thinking about the 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. Michael wants those on the board. Okay. Oh, this camera keeps focusing and unfocusing. It's so annoying. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. Here we go. Ace of Swords. Virgo, you've told yourself a truth. You've told yourself a truth about a family situation. There was some deception, and I think, Virgo, you are somehow trying to balance the scales. Now, Virgo, you may not have been the one who was sat in the 7 of Swords. There could have been another family member involved who did something a bit underhanded. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Virgo, I feel you might have been dealing with a family member who was somehow manipulating you financially, because this person ended up in the 9 of Pentacles, and you're seeing the truth. Okay. You could be talking to your other half about this, or you could realize that an Empress took advantage of you financially. Could be a daughter who's got a child, or could be an older woman in your family. Virgo, this sounds really complicated. Queen of Cups. Why do I feel as if we've got 3 women in the mix? We have a woman sat in the 9 of Pentacles. We have a mother who could be your partner, and we have a Queen of Cups. I feel we've got you, King of Pentacles, trying to bring a family situation back together again following deception and the truth. Or the truth about deception, right? The Hierophant. You are wanting to follow a traditional process to balance out an unbalanced family situation. The Star, you are really keen to mend a connection, to mend this family dynamic. And what you're thinking about, Virgo, is the 10 of Pentacles. You want to make sure everything is right financially, everything is balanced, so you don't have to sit and stress anymore. 7 of Wands. Somebody got their wish come true. I feel whoever sat in the 9 of Pentacles got their wish come true by sitting on a lot of money, and they are being quite defensive with you. And you are calling judgment on this person. You are saying to this person what you did was not right. And you are talking to this person about the past. Wow. Virgo, this seems very serious, guys. Underneath the deck, we have the King of Swords. Okay. Virgo, you are seeking legal advice, or you are wanting to speak your truth. I feel with the 10 of Wands, Virgo, this has been a huge weight on your mind. You might have taken a leap of faith and a risk in the past. With the energy of the Page of Pentacles, you may have given money to a child of yours. And with the Knight of Swords, somebody else was very angry about this and moved, relocated, or somebody was very angry because they realized that it was a large amount of money. I feel with the 5 of Wands, this action, which someone may have seen as some form of deception, brought a lot of drama and conflict into the family. And I think, Virgo, you are really keen to put an end to this, okay, with the world. You're really keen to sort this out once and for all. So, you're either speaking to somebody pertaining to will, inheritance and an estate. You may be talking to somebody that might have been breadcrumbed to say, look, I know that what happened in the past was difficult for you, but things will be balanced out in the future. Or you may be saying to somebody who received a lot of money, who might have been a little bit sneaky, sat in the 9 of Pentacles, you may be saying to this person, I'm sorry, but you have to relinquish half of what we've given you because we breadcrumb somebody else. So underneath these energies, Virgo, 7 of Pentacles, you're looking at past mistakes, realizing with the 4 of Cups that someone here is not happy. With a 9 of Wands, whoever this person is feeling very stressed and is coming through as the Queen of Swords. So whoever might have been breadcrumbed in a situation, Virgo, they're still a little bit testy with you. And with the 2 of Swords, what you may realize is they might be making the decision to detach from the family quietly out of a huge sense of betrayal and upset. And Virgo, you want to mend this. So what are you going to do, guys? Wow. Okay, what are you going to do, Virgo? You're going to try and bring the situation back into balance. You want justice for everyone, right? You may be looking at a legal contract. King of Wands. You may be speaking to a King of Wands about a legal contract. Could be somebody dealing with will, inheritance, estate. Could be a financier. Or you, Virgo, are coming through as a King of Wands, wanting to take action. Who else are you collaborating here with? Who are you speaking to? Wow. You may be speaking to your partner, husband, wife, okay, King or Queen of Pentacles, realizing that something went wrong in a family dynamic based on breadcrumbing, maybe children or a child. Tower. There's going to be a tower moment. What is a tower moment? A difficult message of truth. Possibly from a child. What is the difficult message of truth? I'm hearing, I'm busy working. I'm sorry, I'm working. Whoever this person is basically turning their back on the situation and saying, don't bother me, I'm busy. So Virgo, if you are trying to sort out a situation, the Hermit, it may be a challenge, because if you're hoping that somebody's going to collaborate with you in order to move this to a peaceful place, they are saying no. Now, it either pertains to the fact that this is the person that was breadcrumbed, and what you're realizing is they just don't want to know anymore. They're that upset. Or this could be somebody who was given a lot of money, 9 of Pentacles, and they basically don't want to know because they've got what they wanted. They've got a lot of financial stability and they're moving on. So Virgo, you are not going to be able to get someone to compromise, or you're not going to be able to bring someone back into the family unless you do something drastic here. What you may be realizing is the damage has been done. Virgo, is there hope on the horizon for this family dynamic? Knight of Pentacles. If this is balanced out financially, then there is hope for this. What is the Knight of Pentacles? But if somebody holds back from doing the right thing financially, I don't think this can be mended. There's just going to be a lot of angry messages, a lot of upset. Because somebody would have been indulged. Somebody was given a heck of a lot of money and somebody else felt breadcrumbed. And unless it's balanced out, nothing's going to change. If you hold back, Virgo, from sorting things out financially, there's going to be a lot of angry messages still about somebody who is sitting in overindulgence. It's up to you, okay? Tell us about the energy of overindulgence. Temperance. Okay. There might have been an issue with a Sagittarian who was overly indulged, or overindulged, I should say. Or basically, Virgo, the angels, this can represent Archangel Michael, the angels are saying you need to do something to sort this out once and for all, because this is not just going to go away. It's going to rear its ugly head again in years to come. This family dynamic is not going to mend unless something drastic is done. If you hold back, nothing's going to change. So, my lovely Virgos, oh my goodness, let's move into Sharina Star. Here we go, guys. What do we have for my lovely Virgos? What's the advice from the angels, please? Thank you, Michael. Beware. Virgo, be careful who you trust at this time. I feel, I've got to be honest, guys, I feel there is a family member who is sitting in the Seven of Swords being deceptive. You should not trust that person, Virgo. They are a chameleon. They will tell you what you want to hear until the cows come home to get what they want. Do not trust this family member. Okay, be careful who you trust at this time. All right. So, Virgo, what a reading. So I'm leaving it there, guys. Take care of you. Have a really good weekend. And let's move to the sign of Libra. So, my gorgeous Libras, here we go, guys. I hope you got some fantastic things going on this weekend. Hope you're all well. Thank you for being here. So what do we have for my lovely Libras? Thank you, Michael. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, masculine or feminine. What do we have for Libra? I'm hearing someone say it's simply an open and shut case. It's an open and shut case. It's very simple. Okay. All right, Libra. Are you being logical? I'm laughing. I have so much Libra in my chart. It's crazy. I think I've got 3 major placements, Libra. What do we have for my beautiful Libras? Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I keep hearing it's an open and shut case. It's very simple. Okay. You're looking at things in a very black and white way, Libra. There's no grey area at all. Okay. Ace of Wands. Oops. The Hanged Man. Libra, you are wanting a passionate new start. You see things totally differently. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Five of Swords. Yeah, I mean, Libra, what you're saying to someone is you are trying to move on in a new direction. I feel there could have been upset with somebody. You may be calling someone out after a one-night stand, or you could simply be saying to somebody, I understand that you want to apologize, but I'm still angry because you sabotaged this. I mean, this could be anyone. It could be a work situation. It could be a family dynamic. What you're saying to somebody is, I'm fed up with sacrificing. Yeah, I would accept your apology, but I'm not happy about this, you know? As in, I want to walk away from this. I want to leave this behind. You sabotage this. Why do you think a paltry apology is going to be enough? Two of Pentacles. All right. Libra, Knight of Cups. Somebody is saying, oh, but Libra, I care about you. And what you're saying to this person is, well, you couldn't care about me if you juggled me with somebody else, or you couldn't care about me if you left me struggling with two pentacles. You know, what did you expect I was going to do? Say, oh, don't worry, it's fine. No, it's not fine. It's not fine. Page of Wands. This is somebody coming in to talk to you about a younger fire sign, or they're coming in to say, I've got some good news. High Priestess. You're not saying very much to this person, Libra, other than reiterating a truth. I keep hearing it's very simple. The truth is X, Y, Z. Yeah. Two of Swords. And Libra, because of that, I think you're shutting the door on this and you're moving forward. Wow. You're shutting the door on this and you are moving forward. You're moving to calmer waters. Six of Swords. It's as if, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Libra, you may be looking at the past thinking that was such a waste of time. Or you may be desperately looking at your savings thinking, can I manage, right? Can I manage? But you're going to hold back from this person. So guys, this is either a situation where you were breadcrumbed in the past, could be financially, and you sacrificed, and you were angry about this, and what you're saying to this person is, look, I don't care that you love me. I don't care that you want to mend this. What you're saying to them is, it's too late. What, you just think an apology is going to be enough? You're saying no to this person. You're saying to this person, I'm moving on into calmer waters. I've waited for long enough, or I'm looking at my savings. You know, I'm struggling here a little bit, but I've got some savings. I'm concentrating on me and my health. Underneath the deck, guys, we have the Hermit, okay? So you could be hearing from a Virgo, or you have distanced yourself after feeling really stressed out, feeling left out in the cold by somebody who was simply strategic. King of Swords. I think you sat for a long time, Libra, feeling a sense of confusion and a sense of stress, right? Sleepless nights. Because what was hidden with the energy of the moon was that whoever you were dealing with was simply sat in shadow energy. They were simply sat in shadow energy. Could have been a younger fire sign. But you know the truth. And with the truth, Libra, I think you're detaching. I think this person, in the nicest sense, is trying to butter you up, you know. Oh, can we forget about the past, Libra? I'm sorry for what happened. You're basically saying, well, yeah, it was tough for me. I sacrificed, I was struggling financially, or you breadcrumb me. An apology is not enough. I'm sorry, I've moved on, right? I'm going to be okay. I'm concentrating on my health, you know. But I have no interest in talking to you about this again. Guys, you're standing up for yourself, Libra. How is this person going to react if you basically say, I don't want to talk to you about this anymore? I would accept your apology because I'm a decent person, but, you know, I went through a lot because of what you did. Queen of Pentacles. This could even be a family situation, my Libras. Seven of Swords, okay. Somebody may have done something sneaky with money. Wow. It could have gone back many years. It could have gone back many years. And I think, Libra, with the energy of the Eight of Cups, you're just walking away. You're walking away from the past. It's as if whatever you say now, you cannot make up for what you did. And I'm detaching. What would this person want to say to Libra? Apart from, oh yeah, I'm sorry, right? That they've been in their head about reaching out. They've been scared to reach out. Well, I'm not surprised. What else would they say to my Libras? Knight of Pentacles. They're going to make it right in a few years. They're going to make it right in a few years. It's going to be a long time coming, Libra. Yeah, you're coming through as a Queen of Swords. You're just sick of this person. It's as if I'm really not interested anymore. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel this person is just sat in guilt, remorse, regret. Knowing, Libra, that even though you're being good enough to say to this person, I accept your apology, you don't want this person in your life anymore. You don't want this person in your life anymore. You're done, right? So guys, you are moving on. You are going to be fine. You're going to take care of yourself. I think this might have happened, Libra, because the divine wanted you to cut free of someone sitting in this Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, passive-aggressive energy. They wanted you just to detach, let go. Okay, guys, here we go. Sharina Star. Archangel Michael, what guidance do you have for my Libras in the situation? Abundance. Libra, if you were breadcrumbed, or if this is someone who did something sneaky to do with your inheritance or to do with a venture or a project and, you know, you ended up with nothing. The divine is saying lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success and prosperity. So Libra, this could be you forging forward. You could be expanding a business. You may be in for a pay rise. It could be that you move into a lucrative new position in your job. This is something to do with money, Libra. You were breadcrumbed and you were left to sacrifice. You're going to be given a paltry apology, or somebody is going to embarrassingly give you a tiny amount of money as a sort of olive branch. I think, Libra, you're going to say to this person, look, I forgive you. But you know what? You were passive-aggressive. You sabotaged this. You sat in the Seven of Swords. It's been going on for a long time. And I'm done. And I'm done. But good news is coming. Okay, guys? So let's move into the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, hello my lovely Scorps, how's it going? Happy Friday, thank God it's Friday, here we go. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Scorpios? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, oh, and they are jumping. The Magician in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. Tell us about Scorpio. Are you realizing, Scorpio, that you just can't manifest love and you're upset about that? Or how are you dealing with somebody a little bit manipulative, trying to draw you into a situation? Let's see, guys. Let's see. So we have the Magician card, but it's spun around in the reverse. Okay, now this can be a negative form of the Magician, which can be manipulation. Or this is you thinking, no matter how hard I try, I just can't manifest love. You know, where are all the good people in the world? I'm trying to find my person. I can't find my person. What's going on? Could be. Okay, guys. Let's have a look. The Knight of Pentacles. I keep hearing, where the hell is he? Okay, where is he? Six of Wands. Scorpio, you are trying to find love. You're sitting in a place of success. You may have a great career, but it's as if, yeah, I'm just bringing home the money. Where's love in my life? I want love in my life. Yep, Scorpio, you have so much to offer, guys. Nine of Pentacles. You may be working on a project, a venture with someone. There are options around you, but no one who seems to want to commit. And you're sick of it. Scorps, you're sick of it. Seven of Wands. Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of people who are passionately messaging you, or people who flirt with you. But Scorpio, you're looking for the person to settle down with. You're looking for the one, Scorpio. Yeah, I mean, again, Eight of Wands. It's as if I get a lot of attention, you know, I give myself a good life, I work very hard, I've got a great career, but where is love? You're in your head. Why is it so difficult to find someone who wants to commit? King of Swords. There might be someone coming in, Scorpio, but you don't know whether or not they're trying to be strategic. Could be a Libra masculine. Could be somebody you work with. Five of Pentacles. Oh. Scorps, they may say to you, I feel left out in the cold in a relationship. You know, I'm seeking legal action to get out of it. But it's almost as if this is an eye-rolling moment for you. Oh, yeah, heard it all before. Unhappily married, right? They're telling you they're going to divorce. They're telling you they're going to divorce. and they want to move into the Ten of Cups with you. But Scorpio, do you believe them? Do you believe them, Scorpio? It's as if I've heard it all before, you know? Underneath the deck, we have the Emperor, okay? So you may be communicating with an Aries or somebody standing in the energy of the Emperor. They may be a Virgo, or this is someone who's telling you they've been doing some soul searching. You are everything they've ever wanted. Or they may be telling you that they're dealing with a wife who's overindulgent. You're trying to use your intuition, Scorpio, with the energy of the High Priestess. You're holding back. You're holding back, Leo energy. You have some questions with the Queen of Swords. Because what you're realizing is there's no actual movement. You're still sat at crossroads. So Scorps, despite, if I can speak, despite what this person is telling you, right? Oh, I'm seeking legal action to get out of a contract. I feel left out in the cold, but money's a problem. Thinking about divorce so we can be together. Nothing's actually happening, right? And you may be telling that person how you feel. Well, yeah, you know, you're saying that this is what's going to happen, but nothing's actually taking place here. What is going to happen for my Scorpios? Three of Swords. You're feeling heartbroken, Scorps. It's as if I'm giving up on this, you know? Queen of Wands. Yeah, because Scorps, you may be in a situation where you're the other woman, or you feel you would be the other woman ongoing. You know this person's very attracted to you, but Temperance. You're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Eight of Pentacles. They're telling you they're working on this, Scorpio, but there's no actual progress. I think, Scorps, you're going to give this person a difficult message of truth. And that difficult message of truth is, I'm really sorry, but this isn't going anywhere. I think I'm going to concentrate on my career. You know? Because, Scorps, you could wait forever. What are you saying to this person? Yeah, I'm ending it. I'm sorry. Or what you're saying to this person is, I don't believe you, and I don't want to get into a situation where I'm the other woman. Yeah, because you believe this person's simply being sneaky. You believe this person sat in the Seven of Swords. And I don't think, Scorpio, you're going to hang around. Two of Swords is, oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think so, you know. Nine of Wands. You could just see this as moving you into a place of a lot of stress and burden. So you're saying no. All right, so Scorpio, if you are in a situation where you've got someone who keeps flirting with you, keeps telling you they're unhappily married, you know, I'm sure that we can work something out, Scorpio. What you're realizing is this person's just looking for a long-term mistress, right? They're not actually going to do anything about this. If this is you, Scorps, thinking to yourself, well, I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I'm very successful. I'm sat in the Nine of Pentacles. Life is good. Where is my person? You're getting sick of people flirting with you, coming on to you, people who aren't single, people who are being a bit sneaky with you, and you've had enough. And what you're telling yourself is, I'm better off taking care of myself and concentrating on my own financial stability. I'm giving up on love, maybe just for now. But Scorps, this is you just feeling really disappointed. Okay? And you're telling yourself you would rather be single than have to deal with people who are sat in the Seven of Swords who aren't honest with you. Yeah? So do we have love coming in for my Scorpios at some point, Michael? Do we have love coming in for my Scorpios? Six of Swords. Why do I feel that there might be true love, genuine love on offer if you move? Maybe, Scorpio, it's time for you to embrace a change of life. Yeah. What the divine is saying is move into a new cycle. Consider getting out of a stagnant energy or sitting in. Maybe relocate. Maybe relocate. The Lovers. You could meet somebody at a distance, or you could head into a situation with somebody who may be right for you. Let's just see the Star. This person could be an Aquarian or a Gemini. Does this person have good intentions? Three of Wands, yeah. They feel their ships will come in with you. You could meet this person at a distance. You're a bit stressed about this, my lovely Scorpios. Is this guy going to act with integrity? King of Wands, okay, well, he's coming through in the upright, okay. Eight of Cups, yeah, he's coming through in the upright. He's telling you, Scorpio, he's very happy to walk away from other options, or he's left a situation and he wants to be with you. Death card, Scorpio, yeah. This person could change your life. So, Scorpio, you may be destined to move forward with a Gemini, an Aquarian, or a fire sign king. Okay. I think you'll find love in another area with somebody who's happy to walk away from other options, or with somebody who's left another person. This person, this King of Wands, is going to change your life. So don't feel fed up, Scorpio. I think love is on the horizon, but you may have to move to another area to find this King of Wands, okay? Underneath the deck, guys, we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, I mean, this could work out long term. Beautiful. Okay. Here we go, guys. Sharina Star. What advice and guidance do we have for my lovely Scorpios? Thank you, Michael. Fire. Okay. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. End a cycle you're in, Scorpio. Okay. Rise like the phoenix from the ashes. And I think you are destined to be with a King of Wands. Yeah. So, guys, beautiful reading. I am leaving that there. Have a lovely weekend. And now we're moving to the sign of Sagittarius. Hello, my gorgeous Sagittarians. How goes it, guys? Hope you've got lovely things planned for this weekend. Let's do this and see what the cards have to say. Here we go. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Saggies? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 8th of August, 2025. And oh my gosh, Sag, I'm dying of heat. I hope you're well. What do we have for my Saggies? Thank you, Michael. I'm seeing somebody carrying a metal bucket. I'm hearing, dear Liza, dear... Okay, there's a hole in my bucket. Dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my bucket. Is somebody saying they're running on empty? I don't know. The Emperor. The Knight of Cups. The Two of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. The King of Pentacles. Sag, you have an Emperor moving towards you who's telling you that they love you. But you're undecided because you believe this person is in a commitment. It's as if, why are you telling me you're in love with me when you're with somebody else? Okay, guys. The Four of Cups. Yeah, Sag, it's as if this guy's offering you love, but you're looking at what they're offering you thinking, well, I'm not very excited about that. Because it's not a commitment, right? Queen of Swords. You're going to be very upfront with this person. What you're saying to them is, I'm sorry, but I simply feel that you're sat in the Knight of Wands. And you're going to hold back from them. Okay, yeah. I mean, Saggy, I'm so sorry, guys. In an ideal world, this person would be your perfect person. This person would be your emperor, right? So this is a tough call, Saggy. The Hanged Man. They want you to see their situation differently. They want to talk to you about a living together scenario. And they're trying to get you all excited about this, Sag. Oh, it will be so wonderful, you know. We could find our own place. We could redecorate. We could spend lots of time together. It'd be wonderful. But Sag, you're using your intuition and you're not going to say much else. But what you're thinking about is, yeah, but I think you're going to stay married to somebody else, you know? You may be realizing that this emperor is ready to separate from their partner, but they're staying married because they're still going to be sat in the Knight, in the King of Pentacles energy. Yeah, you're heartbroken, Sag. It's as if only this person would do the right thing as far as you're concerned and completely end another situation they're in, but they're not planning on doing that. Now, I don't know, Saggy, it could be that finances are an issue. They want to rebuild a connection with you. Three of Pentacles. They're trying to get you excited about the options. Oh, you know, we could both get jobs in different areas and move somewhere completely brand new. We could look at, you know, different flats or different houses to live in. They really want to work on this. But Sag, what you're worried about is they're going to end up breadcrumbing you. And at some point with the Chariot, they're just going to say, okay, well, we've had a great time living together. I'm going back to my wife, right? You're looking at past mistakes, Sag, where you may have trusted somebody before. And what you're thinking about is, yeah, they're just in a really toxic situation. They want to get out of that, but they're still not ready to actually divorce, right? You're sitting in pre-Empress energy, Sag. Okay, guys, you have a lot to offer. This person's coming in to offer you love, but I have to be honest, Sag, I think your response is going to be, I'm sorry, Page of Cups, right? I'm sorry, but the future is really unclear. Are you ever planning on leaving your partner? Or are you just going to be permanently moving into a place where you two separate? It's too unstable for me to agree to this. Eight of Cups. I mean, I think, Sag, you are saying to this person, I'm sorry, but it's, in the nicest sense, just not good enough. Yes, with the energy of the Star, you want to be with me, but you need to transform the situation, right? You think that just by telling me that you're walking out of living with your partner is enough, and we can play, you know, husband and wife in a living together situation, but no, you're going to stay married. What you're saying to this person is, you need to change what is an overindulgent situation because it's just not what I want. Nine of Wands. What you're saying to this person is, to be in that situation with you would put me under a huge amount of pressure and stress. So I'm sorry, but no. Sag, you're standing your ground, guys. Would this person ever completely detach from their partner? Or are they going to stay legally married? Because they're hanging on to the money, but they're telling you that you guys could live together, right? Is this person actually ever going to divorce? Nope, they're going to continue to stand at crossroads, Sag. Yeah, I think with the Seven of Wands, you're just going to push them away. I mean, this is you being defensive. You're moving to calmer waters. It's as if, yeah, no, not having that. Not having that. You don't actually really want to detach from the person that you're with. So, Sag, I think it's a no. Yeah, Five of Swords. You think eventually, Sag, they're going to sabotage the situation. Yeah, and go back to a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Sag, you don't believe this person. You believe they are never going to actually divorce because maybe they'd end up losing too much money. And your reaction is, I'm sorry, it's not good enough. Right? Okay, people, moving to Sharina Star. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Saggies? What's your advice? Thank you. Plain. A journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So, Sag, what they're saying is it's time for you to take off, right? Whether or not this is you deciding to hell with it, move to another area, or whether or not this is you taking off in your career, I think, Sag, you're going to leave this person behind, to be honest, you know? I don't know why I want to get another card for you guys. This is looking a lot more optimistic. Your future is looking a lot more optimistic. Transformation. Okay, so reach out for the power and strength to make changes to enrich your life and become the person you want to be. You have the chance of transforming your life, Sag. Beautiful energy. So, to be honest, leave this person behind because you have amazing things in the future. So guys, I'm leaving it there. Have a great weekend. And we're moving now to the sign of Capricorn. Okay, my beautiful Cappies, are you ready? Are you sure? I don't know why I've been doing a lot of spiritual readings for you guys recently. Yeah. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. King of Swords. Okay, Cappy. You could be embodying the King of Swords, taking action. You've got a plan. Or you could be hearing from the King of Swords. Okay. What do we have for my lovely Capricorns? Friday the 8th of August. These cards are being really difficult for some reason. It's as if they don't want to be shuffled. It's weird. I'm seeing somebody flipping over a page of a book and rereading something. Okay, let's have another look at this. Okay, King of Swords. What do we do, Michael? Off the table, okay? Okay. He wants the King of Swords off the table. The Moon. Cancerian energy. Caps. You're a little bit nervous. Or you believe someone is keeping a secret. There may also be a connection here, Capricorn, with a Cancerian. Nine of Swords. You're feeling a little bit stressed. Okay. Are you worried about the future, my Cappies? Page of Pentacles. You may be stressed about a child and money. Or you could be nervous about someone who is trying to give you an olive branch. You know, what do they really want? Seven of Cups, you're feeling a little confused. You might be looking at options here. Queen of Wands. Capricorn, I feel you're sat in a bit of nervous energy. You're not sleeping well. You're thinking about someone who's offered you an olive branch, but you're confused. If you're embodying the Queen of Wands, what you're thinking about is, am I just going to end up being the other woman? Or if you're a masculine, what you're thinking, Cappy, is, well, I'm very attracted to this Queen of Wands, but does she see me as a friend? She's got a lot of options. I don't know if she's going to be attracted to me. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Page of Swords. You may be wanting to do a little bit of spying on this person, Caps. Seven of Wands, whilst keeping their messages at arm's length. You're fielding off passionate messages whilst you try to figure out this person's situation. Ace of Wands. Because you don't want this to just fall into a one-night stand type situation. The Death card, Scorpio. If you feel this person is just looking for a fling, Capricorn, I think you're going to step back. I think you're going to step back, guys. Eight of Wands. Six of Swords. Nine of Cups. This is looking a little bit more optimistic, guys. Yeah, there's going to be a shock coming in. The shock is, Capricorn, whilst you have someone here who is super keen to be with you, you're a little bit worried that it's just going to turn into, you know, a temporary passionate situation. They're going to head off and be with somebody else. Or you're worried that you would be somehow the other woman if you're feminine. But what you don't see coming is transformation, I feel, in your love life. Somebody's going to passionately message you, could be an ex, to say they're coming to see you, they want to move to calmer waters. This might be a wish come true for you, but you're going to be a bit shocked. It's as if, wow, out of nowhere, my ex turns up. Eight of Swords, you're going to be in your head. You're going to be in your head. What do I do about this? Oh my gosh, I did not expect my ex to contact me, you know? Underneath the deck, we have the Chariot. Somebody's rushing back in, Capricorn. Could be a Cancerian. We have the Empress. Or somebody is telling you, if you're feminine, that they're leaving their wife to be with you. But I think, Happy, with the Strength card, you're holding back because you don't know this person's true situation, because they might live at a distance from you. Or as far as you're concerned, Capricorn, even though they're telling you they want to be with you, they're holding back from completely ending another scenario, right? I think with the Three of Wands, what you're realizing is your ships will come in. You are going to move into a beautiful Ten of Cups relationship, but it's going to be with somebody, Capricorn, who might have stayed away from you for a period of time. You may not have seen this person for quite a while. Could be an earth sign like yourself. So, Caps, you're going to have someone move towards you, male or female. But you're either worried, if you're a masculine, that this is a woman who just wants, you know, a physical fling. And you may well be a masculine Capricorn who was really looking for a relationship. And so you're going to put this woman on the back burner. If you're a feminine, Caps, you're worried that you're either going to be the other woman or this person just wants a one-night stand. Whoever you are, you're going to say, no, sorry, just not for me. And then out of nowhere, there's going to be a lot of communication with somebody who wants to mend a situation with you. This ultimately is your wish come true, but it's going to be a shock. It's going to leave you in your head. But whoever is sat in the Knight of Pentacles, Cappy, is serious. So guys, let's have a look and see if it's going to work out with this Knight of Pentacles. Oh, it might. Capricorn, you may realize, again, male or female, that this person is genuinely in love with you. Gosh. They've been looking at past mistakes. They may have left you, Capricorn. Or there might have been a blow-up row and they've never forgiven themselves. They're coming back in. Whoever this person is, I think they're heartbroken, Capricorn. I think they're heartbroken that they didn't put more effort into this. Wow. Could be a Taurian. Or this is someone, Cappy, who may even have left a marriage to be with you. Or this could be this person saying to you, Cappy, okay, I'm ready to get married, right? I'm ready to get married, Capricorn. King of Cups. Could be a water sign. Or Cappy, if you're a masculine, what you're realizing is you still love this person. Guys, what a beautiful reading. So this is going from you thinking, oh my goodness, whoever this person is that's approaching me is just wanting a physical connection, to moving forward with the love of your life, who I feel, Cappy, is going to commit to you. Really lovely energy. So guys, moving into Sharina Star. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Capricorns? What does Cappy need to know? Thank you, Michael. Fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. I think this Knight of Pentacles is going to change your life, Cappy, okay? Let go completely of somebody who just wanted a casual connection. I think very soon you're going to be moving into a really serious relationship, Cappy, that could lead to marriage. Whoever this person is in love with you. So guys, underneath the deck, wow, we have proposal. So this could actually lead to you getting engaged. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, Caps, how beautiful is that? So I'm leaving it there. Have a lovely weekend. And now we're heading to the sign of Aquarius. So my lovely Aquas, here we go, guys. Let's dip into this deck and see what's going to be happening for you. Friday, the 8th of August. Hope you're well. Thank you for being here, my lovely Cappies. Archangel Michael, what do we have for Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Moving into the weekend and into a new week. I'm hearing someone say to somebody else, well, that actually would be quite interesting. Okay. Is somebody, Aquarius, putting something to you? Well, what do you think about this? Or maybe we could collaborate, or I've been thinking about including you in this. Okay, why am I getting a sort of business vibe? Let's just see, guys. Let's just see. It might be somebody who is saying to you that they want to collaborate with you, but actually this could lead to romance. Okay. All right, Aquas. The Chariot, Cancerian energy. Aqua, this is victory and success. Empress. Whew. Wow. Queen of Cups. Ace of Swords. Two of Cups. Gosh, Aquarius, I feel as if you're coming through as the Empress and the Queen of Cups, okay? I feel, Aquarius, somebody's moving very quickly towards you, seeing you sat in the Empress energy, but you're single. You're also very warm, loving and giving. I think the truth is, Aquarius, this person's in love with you. This person's in love with you. The Strength card. It's taken a lot of courage for this person to approach you. Could be a Leo. Page of Cups. This is someone who may have a child with someone else, and that's something that they may be nervous in telling you. But Aquarius, this is someone who sees you in their future. This is someone who's saying, okay, Aquarius, I feel that simply you're the one for me. This might have been somebody who fell in love with you a long time ago, but either they weren't ready to commit, or this is someone who might have been living with a woman or married with a child, and they've taken a long time to make a decision to leave. There could be an apology from this person, okay? Seven of Wands. Aquarius, you're going to take this quite seriously because you want to know all the facts, right? If this person is coming in way too fast with too much of a sexual energy, I think you're going to tell them to kind of slow down, right? I think, Aquarius, you may say to them, look, you know, you're coming towards me as if your pants are on fire, you're leaving your wife, or, you know, you've decided you want to commit to me, but hang on, let's just take it a little bit more slowly. Ten of Wands. Yeah, because this is happening incredibly fast. The Hermit. Aquarius, you may have been on your own for quite a long time. I have to be honest, guys. And you may have got used to living a single life, very independent. And suddenly this person races towards you, basically saying, I'm ready to leave this person to be with you, or you're the love of my life, or I think you're the one for me. And Aqua, it's kind of a bit shocking. Yeah, I mean, they're sending all these passionate messages, or they really want to get the show on the road. What you're saying to this person is, give me a minute, right? Give me a minute. Did not expect this. I've been in isolation for quite a while. I've been sort of concentrating on my life, concentrating on my career, concentrating on my future. I kind of did not expect this. It may shift you out of your comfort zone, Aquarius. You may not know how to react. This might be somebody who's been in love with you for a long time and they just can't help themselves, that they're moving in towards you, right? It's as if I've got to do it now because otherwise I'm going to miss my chance with Aqua. You're their Ten of Cups, Aquarius. So this person could be a Cancerian. We have Taurus, Libra energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo here. We've also got Aries and Sag with the Knight of Wands, and Virgo. Aquarius, you won't know what to do or what to say. You may even, guys, feel a bit stressed about this. It's gonna be a bit shocking. Scorpio, Aries energy, because what this person is saying is, Scorpio energy again with the Death card, they want to transform their life, they want to be with you, they're ready for this. Queen of Swords, Aqua, you're coming through as a feminine. You have some questions. It's as if, slow down, cowboy, you know, can we talk about this? The reason why you're behaving that way, Aqua, not sitting there feeling delighted, is that you may be a career woman. You may have been all about your career, living independently, I don't know, with your pets and your friends and your hobbies and travel, whatever this is, and you've been super happy. And suddenly this person races in left of centre, basically saying, you're the love of my life, let's do this, let's get married. And you're sitting there or standing there thinking, I don't actually know how I feel about this. I mean, what you're thinking about is I should be super happy because you might have fallen in love with this person in the past, but they were with someone else. You do have emotion for them, Aquarius. And the truth is they do love you. But I think you just need to take some time to get used to this. What's running through your mind, Aqua? What's running through your mind that you may have manifested this person in? What are you thinking about here? Two of Pentacles. You're just not knowing what to do. What is your instinct telling you? Your instinct is telling you to hold back. Okay. Why are you intuitively feeling you should hold back? Three of Pentacles. Because you feel that this is someone who may, in the nicest sense, have an ulterior motive, or they feel as if you're the one for them, but they may be thinking more logically pertaining to working in partnership with you. As in, I'm not suggesting this person isn't in love with you, I think they are, but you may also feel, Aquarius, because you're sat in a very professional, successful energy here, running your own ship. You could be an entrepreneur, you could be well known on social media. You may feel this person also believes that you would be an asset to them. And there's something about that that makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. i.e., you may feel that this person not only wants to be romantic with you and move this into a commitment, but they may also want to collaborate with you in terms of business or some kind of venture where they're going to be sitting in a much better place financially. And you're just not feeling comfortable with that. Is that right? Yeah, the Fool. You may feel this could be a bit risky. Either you may feel that this will move very quickly from a romantic connection into a sort of business relationship, or you may feel that you would somehow risk your own financial stability or your career in opening the door to this person. What do you feel they want here? Yeah, you may feel this is somebody who is hoping to collaborate with you to make money with you, as well as sitting in a beautiful commitment with you. And there's something about that that you don't feel is right for you. It's as if you check two very important boxes. Oh, you know, Aquarius has got a great job. Aquarius is very successful. Aquarius could be an asset to me financially in the future. And Aquarius is looking beautiful. So, let's do this. You're not feeling that's the sort of relationship you're looking for. What are you going to say to this person? Interesting reading, Aqua. Okay, guys, don't be blunt and fly off the handle by saying something like, oh, you know what, I just think you see me being successful and you want a piece of the pie. Don't go there, Aquarius, because it may come out as a bit harsh. It may seem a little bit too blunt. Watch your words. Watch your words, guys. You may be tempted to say something a little bit blunt and a bit sharp to this person simply because you're trapped in a lot of fear. It's as if, whoa, 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 what are you doing here, right? For God's sake, don't propose, don't talk about the future. Why do you want to be with me? Aquarius, you're either lacking confidence and you can't quite believe this person is genuinely in love with you, or you sincerely believe that they are seeing you as someone who would be, I keep hearing, an asset to them. And there may be a really uncomfortable feeling of them sort of hitching their bandwagon to yours, and it's not something, Aquarius, that you're comfortable with. It's just not, guys. And it's a weird feeling I'm getting here. 6 of Cups. Aquarius, you may have had someone in the past who moved towards you, and then you realized, wow, you know, they just wanted my business contacts, or they wanted to collaborate with me because they were running out of money, or this is someone who wanted to move in with me because they were broke. I mean, whatever this is, Aquarius, you're looking at this person and thinking, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about this, right? Does this person have genuine intentions? Let's just ask that question. The Star, very interesting, Aqua. This is your card. I think they do, but I have to say, Aquarius, if you are very successful or you're on social media somehow, you could have a platform. They are a little starstruck, right? They're a little bit starstruck. You may be nervous that they're in love with the persona or the image on social media rather than you. You know, when you're at home, you're chilling out, you're not looking your best. You're worried that they've fallen in love with the image that you portray on social media as opposed to the real person. What are you going to say to them? Oh, wow. Okay. Goodness. 2 of Swords. Aquarius, I think what you're going to say to them is, you're happy to date this person, but you want them to get to know the real you, not the you on social media, not the successful career woman, right? The real you. It's almost as if, Aqua, you want to test that if they spend a certain amount of time getting to know you on a much more personal level, and they still feel the same way, then you will give this a chance. I don't think, Aquarius, you want to move this forward too soon, too quickly. You're a little bit nervous here. 4 of Swords. Yeah, you're taking a big step back and thinking about this. I think you're going to say to this person, look, you know, I'm not always looking glamorous. I'm not always high flying in my career. I'm exhausted. It takes all of my time. I come home and crash. You know, there are days where I don't bother to sort of put on makeup. I don't bother to look nice because I'm permanently out there on social media, or I'm working so hard when I want to chill. Sometimes I just want to be by myself. What you're doing, Aquarius, is saying to this person, you don't want them to glamorize this potential relationship. It's tough work being on social media. It's tough work as an entrepreneur. You work sometimes 7 days a week. You work 6 in the morning through until late at night. It's not sometimes easy to find time for a relationship. I think what you're saying to this person is, do you understand the life that I lead? Are you happy with the life that I lead? Because if you're assuming this is going to be a kind of relationship where you come home and expect dinner on the table at 8 o'clock, I'm more likely going to have my head in emails, and I'm going to say to you, I'm sorry, darling, you know, you're going to have to get yourself something from the freezer, stick it in the microwave. I'm going to be working until midnight. You don't want this person to glamorize this future relationship. You want them to see the nuts and bolts, the reality of the life that you lead. I think you're very happy independent, Aqua. That's the other thing. I think you are pretty happy independent. Do you want a relationship? What is this person going to say if you relay all that? What are they going to say to you? What they may say to you, Aquarius, is they have a very busy life too. They may be an entrepreneur too. They work long hours too. What they're saying is, I understand what it's like to be sort of married to your laptop. I get it. As in, it's not going to be a shock for me if I come home and, you know, not have supper all laid out for me. You're working, because I will probably come home late anyway because I'm working late. What they're trying to say is, we're actually very similar people. You're still a bit unsure. Aqua, this has been a long reading. Let's move to Sharina Star. Here we go, guys. Archangel Michael, what is the guidance from the angels for my lovely Aquarians? What's the guidance, please? Mountain. Interesting. Know that you're protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Aquarius, you are protected, as in, if you're worried about your finances, don't be, okay? This person's not after your money. I feel that this is someone who simply believes that you're on the same page, you live very similar lifestyles, and this could simply be a perfect partnership. But do be a little cautious, take your time. You may want to say to this person, well, let's date and see how things go, you know? So guys, leaving it there, moving to the sign of Pisces. Here we go, my beautiful little fishies. How are things going, guys? I hope you're well. I hope you can relax this weekend. I don't know what you've got up. It's been a long reading. I don't know what you are going to be up to. Hopefully, a bit of R&R. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have? Straight out the gate. What do we have for my lovely Pisces? Two of Wands, guys. You are standing at life's crossroads. You are trying to make a very important decision about the Ten of Pentacles. Holy moly. Okay. Wow. Pisces, you're trying to make a decision. Is somebody offering you a lucrative contract, but you've actually got to move? I don't know. Somebody could be thinking about getting serious with you, Pisces. Let's see what's going on, guys. All right. Yep. Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Pisces, you may be thinking of starting a venture, a business, which could be lucrative, but you're standing at crossroads thinking, is it going to be a bit nerve-wracking, or is it going to work? Or Pisces, you may have someone who is super interested in you. All right. Here we go, guys. Oh, the Emperor. Okay, Aries energy, the Four of Swords. I don't think this is you, Pisces. I feel there is an Emperor who is doing a lot of thinking about this connection. Now, this could be somebody you work with. This could be your dad, or this could be someone who's interested in you. The Hermit, Virgo energy, they feel a bit left out in the cold. They've been doing some soul searching about moving to calmer waters with you. So this is someone, Pisces, you had a bit of a set to with. Could be an ex, could be a family member. This is someone who you might have had issues with in the past. Seven of Cups, they are wanting to mend a situation with you, wanting to look at options of doing that. How can I mend a situation with Pisces? Okay. Wheel of Destiny. There is going to be a fortunate turn of events. It might be relating to a Scorpio, or there's going to be a fortunate turn of events which might transform your life, Pisces. This is a big deal. There could be talk of a legal contract here. Or this is someone who wants to move into a new cycle with you, who's ending a contract. This person could be ending a marriage. Page of Pentacles. They're going to be talking to you about an offer. Now, this could be an offer to collaborate. This could be somebody who is wanting to help you out financially. This could be someone who is passing you an olive branch. I'm so sorry, Pisces, but can we work on this, right? Three of Pentacles. Can we somehow pull together and collaborate? Can we rebuild this? Because this person loves you. And they feel left out in the cold. Queen of Swords. Pisces, you're very suspicious of this person for some reason. You may simply say, well, thank you for the offer, but I'm very busy working. I don't want to look at this. You either feel, Pisces, that they are still connected to somebody else. I say that because you've got a 3, okay? And this person may feel left out in the cold. They may love you, but they're married to somebody else. Or you may feel that what they're really in love with is moving forwards with you, because this is someone who may be struggling financially, and for some reason they may feel as if you're doing really well. This is somebody who may want to spend some time with you or even collaborate with you on some kind of project because they feel that it may be lucrative for them. For some reason, Pisces, you don't trust this. It's as if I don't really know what this person is wanting, you know? Under the deck, Judgment. 9 of Cups. This person is facing Judgment Day by the divine for sitting in overindulgence. I think, Pisces, they may have faced karma because you walked away in the past. They've been looking at past mistakes. And I think now they're racing towards you to basically say, I'm ready to put in the effort. Here we have you, Pisces, Queen of Cups. You're coming through as the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, but you're not going to say a great deal. You're trying to use your intuition because 8 of Swords, you're in your head about this. It may be a shock. This is somebody passionately messaging you, talking to you about the past. Saying to you, Pisces, that they felt a sense of guilt, remorse, regret about the past, wanting your forgiveness. I feel, Pisces, rather than feeling excited about this, you may feel a sense of heaviness for some reason. Why? Because you're sat in the 9 of Pentacles. It's as if I'm pretty good by myself. I'm pretty good by myself, right? I feel with the Page of Cups, Pisces, are you saying sorry, but this isn't for me? You're not very excited about this offer that they're giving you. With the energy of the King of Wands, they're moving towards you with a lot of passion. They're taking action. But this could be the Emperor in a lower vibration, Pisces, and you may simply feel it's risky. With a Fool, you may think, yeah, no, this is risky. There's something about this that doesn't feel right. I don't know whether or not this guy feels as if he would be in a better place financially if he was with you, or whether or not he's still linked to somebody else. He wants to mend things with you, Pisces, with the energy of the Star. He wants to reunite with you and sort of celebrate coming together with you. But I don't know, guys. 10 of Wands. I mean, what's this burden? It's as if, oh, I don't know about this. You're just not very excited. What is this guy really hoping for? Just a couple more cards, please, Michael, for Pisces. All right, Pisces, either this person is hoping to quietly juggle you with somebody else at a distance, or this is somebody who is juggling 2 pentacles and feels as if you might be able to help them financially if they move towards you. What is this person really hoping for? This person wants to end a cycle that they've been in. This is somebody who wants to end a cycle they've been in. What is this cycle? A cycle of conflict. What cycle are they trying to wrap up? They're ending a cycle of conflict. Based around the Ace of Wands. What is your reaction? This person left you broken-hearted, Pisces. I think this is somebody who wants to move towards you to say, hey, Pisces, you know, let's patch things up. I'm going to act with integrity. I'm going to do the right thing. I want to reunite with you. But you're very nervous that they've got other intentions or they're still connected to somebody else at a distance. What they want is the 2 of Pentacles, which either could be to juggle you with somebody else quietly, or they want to get out of this 2 of Pentacles stress about money type situation. There might have been a lot of arguments with people in their life that they want to close out. They want to close out a cycle of arguing also about a passionate new start. Did this person move towards you for a one-night stand in the past? And they want to put the past to rest. But Pisces, somehow this person left you broken-hearted. I don't think you're going to say yes. I think you believe it will be too risky. Yeah, you're going to hold back. You're also holding on to your money, Pisces. For some of you, this is you thinking, well, I'm doing okay, but you know what? Who knows about the future? You may be saving money. You may be worried that if you move forwards with somebody who might be juggling 2 pentacles, it could be risky for you financially. I think you're going to hold back, guys. And I'm sorry, this isn't a sort of happily ever after type situation. I just think, Pisces, the risk is too great. Whatever this person is saying to you, you're looking at them thinking, this is simply risky. And it may well be, Pisces, you've had to deal with problems in the past, people not being honest with you, people moving towards you for the wrong reasons, people trying to draw you into third-party situations, and you've had it. And so what you're saying to this person is, thank you, but I don't think this is for me. Because you know if you move forward with this person somehow, you're going to end up sitting in the 10 of Wands, feeling with the energy of the Fool that this was risky. And you don't want to sit in that energy, Pisces. You're pretty good as you are. Okay, guys, let's have a look and see what card comes through for you. This is Sharina Star. Celebration. You're ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. I don't know why Archangel Michael is underlining in my head new. Pisces, this is somebody from your past. They want to talk about the past. Pisces, I think you're going to turn your back. Let's put it there, guys. And I think when you do, you're going to close out some sort of karmic cycle with this person. And I think the divine is going to open new doors for you. This may be a test. They may be testing you. I think, Pisces, you're going to use your intuition and you're going to say basically very politely, thank you, but no thank you. All right? Okay, guys. There's a lot of happiness coming into your life though, Pisces. Just remember that. So I'll wrap it up this reading. Thank you for bearing with me. It's been a long one. Take care of you. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, guys. Bye now.